I'm not the manager of the place, I'm the owner. So people will come in to see me and get crepes from me. Now I know what to do different. Probably my biggest mistake. The anxiety is manageable because it's mine. It's not coming from somebody else, because it is scary.
You've had some ventures that weren't successful, and what is it that you kind of take away, or what's the learnings and when we fail that help us keep going moving forward?
I think like the initial planning, and I'm usually really strong about that, but stuff that has failed is generally because I didn't have enough people in place that I could delegate and they understood the vision to execute. I think that's where I failed. Not communicating my vision and what I wanted and my expectations so that they could, like I said, execute and make it happen. I think that was probably my biggest mistake. Or, I'm sorry, learning experience.
Well,
I fucked it up. Now I know what to do different.
Exactly. Well, that's the thing, right? The first inner obstacle was whether or not people would like it. So you got through that, and obviously found out that they did. Now you're getting rave reviews. What obstacles have come up since then to keep the ball moving, to keep things going, whether it be an internal struggle or an outer obstacle?
Well, just, it's such a grind. And if you can handle like the inconsistencies that come with such a grind like that, where you're not losing sleep, where you're taking care of yourself, because it is scary. I mean, there's so many scary moments where you're like, what the hell am I doing? And why am I doing this? And if you can move past that, then you get the sleep you need. The stress is manageable. The anxiety is manageable because it's mine. It's not coming from somebody else. It's my expectations for myself. That's what I've really discovered. It's not so much the expectation of the public, but it's the expectations I have for myself. It's like, can I actually achieve that? It's like, why, yes. Yes, I can.
So when you say the grind, are you talking about like just the roller coaster that business owners ride, where you have good months, bad months, things like it, or what do you mean by grind?
Well, the good months and bad months, because this is a tourist town, you can kind of map that out.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm year 3. It's like I know when months are strong, I can look back at the analytics and everything. The grind is just that, I mean, you're here because I'm associated with this place. I'm not the manager of the place, I'm the owner. So people will come in to see me and get crepes from me. So that's kind of a lot of the grind, is that everything is on my shoulders.
Yeah, I get that.
Like the creativity, a special, a dessert, an event. It succeeds because of me and it fails because of me. So that's the grind.
Yeah, that's a lot to carry.
It is.
And so do you have any tools or techniques that help you carry that weight?
Well, the good staff that I have, I couldn't do it without them. And my daughters, like, oh my God, they're little workhorses. One, she likes being out in the public, so she'll make the crepes, and her crepes are just as good as mine. And the other one is my little dish dog. She wants to stay in the back or make coffees, so they have their own areas of expertise. I could not do this without their help. There's a huge connection with food and emotions, and so when you make someone feel better and feel loved because they ate something homemade that they either had in France or that their grandmother used to make, their day is better. It makes my day better for sure, and helps me through all the grind.
I'm curious, in your life, at any point in your life, have you had any mentors or teachers that really stood out to you or that shifted your path at all?
Well, I guess it would have to be the man that owned the French restaurant where I worked at in Kansas City. His name is Patrick. He came from this huge French family. He was such an amazing chef. It was ridiculous. He was so good. Very typical French. When I was learning how to make crepes, he would come over and look at the crepe on the pan, and he's like, "It's too thick. Make it." I don't know. That sounded Jamaican.
Having a hard time channeling your French accent.
He would say tick and tin,
Yeah.
tick and tin. He's like, "You have to see your hand through the crepe, or it's too thick." He had this level, as all French chefs do it this way, because that kind of cookery is going to create the best results. And so just getting him in my ear constantly was annoying, but extremely helpful, because that sets such a huge standard for me in terms of just food and what I'm capable of doing as well. I would definitely say he was the catalyst. And on a personal note, I had like a serious like victory this summer. There was a family from France that came in, and I understand French more than I speak it. And it was the parents and two teens, and the boy was eating the crepes, and he said in French, "These crepes taste like they're from Brest," which is the city that the family that taught me how to make crepes come from. So I said, "Did you just say these crepes taste like they're from Brest?" And he said, "Yes." And I was like, "Oh my God, yes. I made it. I made it."
Amazing.
Yeah, so that was a real treat.
This is a self-funded venture. And if you would like to help us in creating more stories of success, please visit and donate at Ko-fi. If you were to meet someone tomorrow who is in a on a similar path that had this calling to pursue their passion, what advice or what wisdom would you pass along to them?
Just get the best team you can. People with experience or no experience, you need both. When it comes to the business side of handling things, get somebody with experience. I- It's okay to get people without experience to work for you, because then you can train them in the way that you want things done. Talk to other successful entrepreneurs, pick their brain. Get a good banker, somebody who's in your corner that wants you to succeed. Making those kind of business connections are so vital to your success that it's sometimes you forget because you're just involved in the minutia of everything day to day. But getting out and networking with the right people, so that you've got the best electrician, you've got the best banker, you've got the best food supplier, because you all know each other personally. They care about you, you care about them, you support their business, and they want you to succeed. Because, oh, I tell you, there have been times that if I didn't have some of the business friendships that I have, that even when I'm having a super shit day, I'll DM like a person and be like, "Okay, I need you to hype me up. I need my hype man. Tell me I can do this." And they'll fire back, "You've got this. You've got this. You're the baddest bitch. Just keep going." And I'm like, "Okay, I can do this." So it's shit like that, that the knowledge and then that emotional support happening at the same time is just so crucial, so that you don't lose your mind and think like, "Am I nuts? Can I do this?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got the brick and mortar business now. I'm curious, do you have any visions or plans of any kind of growth, or any other locations or any other entrepreneurial ventures that are coming down the pipe?
Yeah, I got a lot on the hopper. I've got spinning plates galore. Well, I'm just getting ready to launch a moving company. Yes, Empire Moving Solutions, just because I love it. So I'm doing that with a business partner, and we should be up online here before the end of the week. So as if I don't have enough going on. I'm not lifting the boxes, people. I lift enough shit. I'll be doing logistics. But in terms of like Empire Crepe itself, I would like to get up to Big White
Hmm.
in the winter, because that's the slowest time here. Obviously summer's crazy down here in Kelowna. So I'm considering that. I think that would be a good winter venture. So like, I think a place like this would do really well in Calgary. I'd like to have a mobile unit for catering.
Even when you said going up to Big White, I was thinking in my head, I was like, I wonder if she'll do that like a food truck, or she'll get another brick and mortar.
I think just renting a spot.
Yeah.
4 pans, no seating, because when I had the food trucks, everything was in compostable wraps and napkins, so it fits perfectly in with Big White, and there are no garbage mountain, so people can just get it and eat it on the chairlift, just fuck right off and put it in the compost bin at the top of the chairlift. Like it's that easy. I think there's lots of potential, lots of potential. Do I have the bandwidth? That's the question.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We will.
I mean, I'm still young. I've got a lot of energy. So who the hell knows? The sky's the limit.
Do you have any final thoughts or anything come to mind of what you'd like to share with our viewers?
You know, I tell my daughters this all the time because when you're growing up, people want you to do the sure thing, the reliable thing, the stable thing. And sure, pragmatically, yes, why don't you do that? But if you have a creative passion, whether it's cooking, like Sherilyn that owns Heirloom Bohemia, textile arts, Paige and Julie that own Okanagan Candle that started off in their garage and now they supply to boutique hotels and corporate accounts and on and on. It's like, it starts small. But if you have the balls and you can actually just push yourself over that starting point, don't tell yourself no. Just say yes and do it. Because we are creative as human beings. And being able to create something that people want, that can earn you a living, is a magical fucking thing. And don't give up on it or talk yourself out of it. And women are so fucking good at talking ourselves out of success. And I don't want that for anybody, and especially for women. Like, not at all. I mean, there's a lot of shit not, you know, being introduced to the world because women talk themselves out of it. And I'm not gonna do that to myself.